Man United fans have Ronaldo to thank yesterday for the fact that he saved them from that performance that could have spelled doom for them. Well, good one for Chelsea, despite the fact that they got a point. It was the action over there at the Old Trafford. Welcome here on the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, it was the night that a lot of people were thinking maybe Man U also lose this particular game. They tried their best, even though Chelsea dominated most part of that particular game. They nearly saw winning that particular game there. That's Chelsea for you. They were really in the game. Welcoming Ola Lefitas. Let's look at Chelsea Man U game. Well, before we go to Chelsea Man U game, we'll be starting from the home scene, talking about wrestling, where Bayelsa State right now are for the fact that National Wrestling Classics will be starting today in Yenagoa, the capital of Bayelsa State. The good thing is the fact that Governor Duye Diri deemed fit to host the entire nation to this particular competition, where it will serve as a qualifier for Commonwealth Games for Nigerian wrestlers there. If you are able to make it, they will be going for Commonwealth Games. Coming from the president of Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, that this particular platform, National Wrestling Classics, will be as the opportunity for them to be able to qualify for Commonwealth Games. And I love the fact that a lot of Nigerian wrestlers now, about 500 of them, will be competing from all the states of Nigeria over there in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State.
Okay, Mani Adeni once again. This is something that we do for fun when we are growing up. In those days, we used to call it Ijakadi. So it's something we do for fun, and now it's something that's become very interesting. 500, if they go deeper, they can get close to 2,000 or 3,000. Yes. But I hope they've put in the necessary infrastructure, not that they will allow them to go there, they will injure themselves, and the possibility of them taking care of them before the Commonwealth game will become impossible. We've seen that in many occasions in the country. You go for a trial to qualify you for the main competition. You get injured, but you don't get the adequate medical attention. By doing so, you will be disqualified. You won't be able to represent the country. So our best at times are not the one representing us due to all this issue. I hope the organizer, they've already put in the adequate preparation for this. I think this is something that we are good at in this country. We are very, very good when it comes to wrestling in this country. So I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. And
if you look at the fact that Bayelsa State is fast becoming the seat of wrestling in Nigeria due to the fact that their current commissioner of youth and sport development, Daniel Igali, a former Olympic champion who actually won gold in wrestling. So he knows the rudiment of this particular sport, and he's really pushing courtesy of the state governor also, because they've really seen that, okay, Bayelsa State seems to be the seat of a lot of wrestlers coming from that place. And now you look at the preparation they have put in place for this, because when he was in Abuja for the Para Sport Festival, he spoke to the press and he expressed the fact that, yes, they are ready to host all these wrestlers. They want to give them the best because they know that that will serve as a trial point for them to qualify for Commonwealth Games. That's why they are making sure everything goes well. And from the way it is, I'm sure Nigerian wrestlers are happy for the fact that, oh, it's been a while we talk about wrestling. We have a place to go now. Let's go and compete and see who makes it to Commonwealth Games.
Okay, when we have the right people managing our sporting activities, we will not have a problem. We are seeing the development in wrestling because the person handling it used to be a wrestler.
A round peg in a round hole.
Oh, so that's just what we need. If we have the same thing in the athletics, if we have the same thing in the football, we'll not be having all this problem that we are having. So most of the people that are managing or that are managing the sporting activities, they are just there not to serve, but to serve their own pocket for their own personal interests, more of politics. So a very good one from Bayelsa State and a very good one from him also. I hope and I pray that other people, other sport-loving individuals will do the same thing by participating to become one of those that will be managing what they know and they love. They love doing best. I think that's what we need in this country. I'm very sure if you go to the Commonwealth with this adequate preparation and with his own experience also, because he can also serve as a coach.
Yeah, of course.
To the team, because of his experience, so he can serve as a coach, not only as the president. So that means we should be expecting something good coming from
wrestling.
the Nigerian wrestlers. So a very good one there.
Good one there. Blessing Obrodu says she will be trying her best to see how she can defend her belt. She is actually the champion in her category. Now we'll be talking about wrestling, where 500 wrestlers across states in Nigeria are already in Yenagua for the National Wrestling Classics. And we hope that the best will be at least a pick there for them to represent Nigeria at the Commonwealth Games. Now we move from wrestling. Let's go straight to football, where we talk about the third tier of Nigerian Football League, Nationwide League One. Matches were played just yesterday. We quickly look at those results from the Nationwide League One as we roll it out. Now let's look at those results from the Nationwide League as we talk about Igomo FC. They defeated FC Robo Warriors by a lone goal. Hensad, it was 3-1 against Excellent FC. Koluma United 2. Oli Arrows 0. Kun Khalifa FC play 1-0 draw against Supreme King, while Matawale Maradon 3. You have FC Chikamalami 0. Funtua Sharks, they were not Sharks enough. They lost against Bakuri FC 2-0. Clever Warriors were so clever against ABU Workers. It ended 3-2. Wiki Feeders 5-1 against Abgai. And you have Sky Academy playing 3-3 against Kano Pillars Junior. Makwada Junior, actually they lost against Gombe Warriors by 1-3. Those are the results there in the match day 7 of the Nationwide League One. When you look at this league, I always see so happy because by the time you begin to hear the names, these are actually Nigerian teams, and it's always very interesting when we talk about our own league. Yeah,
it is interesting because it is proudly made in Nigeria and for the Nigerians, so it's a very good one. 10 matches, 35 goals. So that shows that the league is quite interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't have any away team that won their match yesterday. All the winning team are the home side. So it's a very good one. The third division, it is where they slug it out among themselves to see those that will qualify to the second division, then from second division to the MPFL. So I think it's a very good one, a very good development in Nigeria. But I think the players and the team also, they still need support. They need more of brand awareness. We need to do more of that. We need to let people know that what we have in Europe also, we have it here in the country. And they have something they are playing for. Also, the process of them coming to the league probably is something that we need to also tell other people that have academy that they want to join the third tier or fourth tier or the second tier league. So a very good development. And with all this that we have in this country, I still see no reason why we can still not go back to being the giants of Africa, especially when it comes to the game of football. We are blessed and we have what it takes. But management, sentiment is our major problem.
Hopefully we'll just get it right. We've been talking about the Nationwide League One, the third tier of our league, where matches were played. So many teams in this particular league. You just have to look at Nationwide League One. Always interesting when you look at these lads playing football, showing so much raw talent in the world of football. Now, when it comes to La Liga, we have another set of players. This time around, under 15 boys. They are playing over there in Remo, that is in Ikene, where they are applying their trade in the MPFL La Liga under 15 promises future competition taking place there. Kano Pillars defeated MFM by 3-0. That's under 15. Lobby Stars defeated Plateau United, and you have another one, Katsina United against Shooting Stars, also happened to be 1-0 draw there. 3 matches were played yesterday, and you have these young ones showing class. Kano Pillars 3, MFM 0, Plateau United losing against Lobby Stars in North Central Derby, although they are playing away. Katsina United, Shooting Stars, all camped in the same city, that's in Remo Stadium in Ikene. Well, I love the fact that MPFL deemed this at least early come to pass, that, okay, all the under 15 of the major teams in MPFL, all the 20 teams come together, let's play. From the way it is right now, the lads are really enjoying themselves. Yeah,
it's a very good development also, and like we normally say here, it's about grassroots development. Most of these players, they will be the one that will graduate into the Nigerian Professional Football League. They'll be the one that will represent the country when it comes to under 17, under 21, under 23, and even the Super Eagles. So it's about catch them young. And if you look at their faces, it shows that they are actually
very young,
truly under 15. So that means Onduka Ubade, the Golden Eaglet coach, he has a lot to do. What do I mean by now? I expected him to be at Remo. I think to be watching the match from beginning to the end, to be able to pick his squad for now. So that will help him to bring his team together. It's not when we have the competition like we have currently now, the U15, that they call a lot of Nigerian professional footballers, and about over 30 of them were asked to go because of the age issue. I think we shouldn't have that also. We should be able to make sure that we have a process, a plan, and we stick to that process and plan. What do we need to do now? We have under 15 promise Eagle, right? So they are the future. That's the truth. So the coach is supposed to be there with them. If he's not there now, he needs to be there with his technical team to be able to watch all these players
and pick the best out
of them. So with that, I think we'll get it right. So a very good one. It's good to see the young pillars doing what the big pillars are unable
the big pillars
to
actually perform. They did well by winning by a long goal against Sunshine
Stars. Because they're not in Abuja.
Exactly. So now let's actually have a feel of what's happening in Kano between the MPFL La Liga under 15 teams playing their trade. There are Kano Pillars under 15 versus MFM for you. What a superb performance from the under-15 Kano Pillars. Really show class there. I saw that you really enjoyed that particular game.
I wish the Super Eagles are watching this. So probably they will see what they call commitment, dedication. You can see the person that scored the first goal, the way he jubilated is not even as good as the other person that jubilated. So that shows that they have that passion. What do I mean? You are not the one that scored the goal, but the way you jubilated, the way you are happy, the fact that the team scored that goal, it's something very, very, very interesting. Then look at that free kick. It's been long. I think the last one I saw was Austin J.J. Okosha when he played for the Super Eagles. It's been long. We saw a good and fantastic free kick like that. So that means they've been practicing that free kick before that time. Then look at the defensive marshal of the Kano Pillars. They did very, very, very well defending their balls, defending and protecting their keepers. Look at the free kick.
I think this
should be a case study for the Super Eagles to teach them that this is how things are done.
Under 15.
Under 15. Look at the defense. Look at the way they put their body, their strength, everything into the game.
And kudos to Remo Stars owner really for this particular pitch. Really they deserve the commendation because this is almost looking as if it's not Nigeria.
Honestly, I can watch this free kick 100 times.
Wow.
It's very, very interesting. So these stars that we have here, we shouldn't let it go like that. There should also be a process that it shouldn't be about football. They should go with scholarship to allow them to go to school at the same time, continue playing their football so that they can have more exposure and more experience. These people can represent Nigeria, and I'm sure if you organize a friendly match between them and the Super Eagles, they should forget about the names. Sincerely,
they will actually give them a good run for their money.
If they are going to lose, you will see the teamwork. You see the teamwork in them. So it's a very, very good one. And like you said, we should thank the Raymond Stars owner for this wonderful for setting it up. It's very nice. The pitch, I don't know the reason why Raymond Stars are not really on top of the MPFL, sincerely, because they have the infrastructure, they have the support, both from the state government and from. So I think with that, nothing stopped them from being the best in the league for now. So a very, very good one. Let's see what the young Kano Pillars boys will do. Yeah.
Well, right now, as we speak, Kano Pillars under 15, they've qualified for the quarterfinals of this competition taking place in Ikene, Raymond Star Stadium. There, a good one. All the La Liga team, MPFL teams, and in conjunction with La Liga, rather, are actually coming up with this under 15 competition, courtesy of the NFL. Good one there. At least we have these young lads showing their class when it comes to football, and we've been showcasing those talented players there. For the nice game that ended in favor of MPFL team, that is Kano Pillars under 15. Now, well, a big one happened just yesterday also in the English Premier League, where Chelsea, they saw they nearly conquered. Well, they dominated the game 65 to 35%. Man United, despite the fact that they struggled, they were able to at least share the spoil. No one saw that coming. Expectation was that Chelsea would win that game, really, Chelsea tried. And
we, the analysts, we know it would be difficult for Chelsea to win the game yesterday. There is something they call tradition in football. When Chelsea was at their peak last year, and they met Manchester United beat them. So it is there. So it's not that we are expecting that Chelsea, I know the best Chelsea will get from that match yesterday will be a draw. No matter how bad and how woeful, and you said it now, 65% to 35%. What is the purpose of your child with good handwriting and failing an exam? Is it the handwriting that you want to hit? No, it's not the handwriting. It's not the possession that we care about. The first half, if Chelsea are really, really good, they're supposed to have scored at least 2, because Manchester United, they are not in the game at all.
21 shots at goal for Chelsea.
So they are not really good at all.
Only 5 for there, about 4 for Man.
Also, we'll give it to Ronaldo. To me, is the best currently. He is the best currently with the kind of team that we have in Manchester United, and you see the way he is performing. You see him everywhere. He's not doing like a lone striker that, okay, let me wait, let them give me the ball. He works for the ball. He works for the team. He puts his body, everything. I think he's the only one that deserves to be called a Manchester United player for now. Sincerely and honestly. And look at the Chelsea also. They still have to do a lot when it comes to their defense. Their defense is it's becoming something that they need to be worried
about.
Chelsea, right? That's Chelsea this time around. They considered the Manchester United equalized just 1 minute and 46 seconds after they scored their own goal. Just 1 minute and 46 seconds. And that
it's not even up to 2 minutes.
It's not even up to 2 minutes. So that shouldn't be something that should happen. If you look at the game very well, you discover that there was a miscommunication among the defenders. Even Kante, that we thought that it's one of the best defenders, one of the best defensive midfielder right now. I think the age is catching up on him, I think, or probably is being played too frequently, or is still managing an injury. He caught their goal yesterday because he had the opportunity of clearing that ball. When you have Ronaldo close to you, you don't leave anything on at all, because it's someone that if you can give him just
any opportunity,
just 1%, he can convert it to 100%. It's very, very, very he's a very prolific striker. So I think I'm very happy for Manchester United. However, the possibility of playing in the Champions League next season is
very slim.
It's very, very slim now. The difference between them and Chelsea, it's 13 points. And they have played 35 matches already. They have 30 matches to play. So even if they win their next 3 matches, that will give them 9 points, and they'll still be below Chelsea. So the Champions League spot now is between Manchester United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. And currently now, Manchester United, they are sixth on the log table. So they have Tottenham, and they have Arsenal. Both Tottenham and Arsenal, they've played only 32 matches. So they still have 2 outstanding matches to play.
Which is not visible for Manchester
United to really qualify. I think the new coach, what he needs to do now, like he said also, that he needs to get a new starting 11 for the Manchester United. A new starting 11. And I do agree with him that he needs that, because the kind of player that they have in that Manchester United now, it cannot really take them to that promised land, so that their case will not be like the case of Arsenal, that they spend like 5, 6, 7 years before they are struggling now to qualify for the Champions
League there. Well, Manchester United, well, let's see what Erik ten Hag will be bringing to the table for that club at the Old Trafford there. We've been looking at Chelsea versus Man United, a match that actually ended in a draw. Now we move away. Let's talk about the Europa League semi-final, first leg at it happened. Just quickly, let's look at those results. RB Leipzig, they pipped Rangers by a lone goal, and you have West Ham United losing at home in the city of London against Eintracht Frankfurt. And you have to just quickly look at the other result, the Europa Conference. Our time is going out. Let's look at the conference also, the result there, so that we can just join it to make it 2-in-1. Well, in the conference too, we have Feyenoord defeated Marseille 3-2, and AS Roma versus Leicester. They were able to share the spoil for against Leicester there for AS Roma. If you look at these matches so far, I think from Feyenoord, Marseille, well, good one for Siri Dessa, who was able to actually get goals there against Marseille. And for Roma against Leicester, that game, I was actually expecting Leicester to maybe at least have an edge, but it ended in a draw.
Yeah, actually, I thought Leicester City would win the match, because if you look at the history between the Italian team and English team, they've played like on 15 consecutive times in the Champions League, and they've never gotten a win. They drew only 5 times, and they lost 9 times. So I knew Roma going to Leicester City to win yesterday, it's going to be mission impossible. And when they got their first goal, I was like, wow, we are playing against Mourinho. It will be difficult for you to win. The best you can get from there is a draw. So that means you have to go back to Rome and see what will happen. And sincerely, when it comes to achieving a target, Mourinho is a master of tactician. He knows what he needs to do. Right now is a priority currently now, because he's not playing in the Champions League. It's over for him. Then even the Europa League, he needs to struggle before he can qualify. But if he can win the European Conference League Cup, he will be able to play in the Europa League next season, just like what he did when he was in Manchester United, by winning the only trophy they've never won, that is the Europa League, to make them to qualify for the Champions League. So I see that won't happen. Then for the Rangers, I think they have, I don't know what they really need to do to really qualify, because most of these matches, it's better you win your match at home. So now that they lost to RB Leipzig, it will be very difficult. Looking at what the RB Leipzig have been doing, even from the Champions League before they moved to the Europa League. So let's see what happens. It's a game of football, but it will be very difficult.
But for West Ham are losing shockingly.
Wow. Honestly, I was surprised that
West Ham lost.
I was thinking probably they would get at least a draw and take the pressure and the game to Frankfurt. And you know Frankfurt, you know what happened between them and Barcelona. And one thing about this Champions League, with the cancellation of the away goal rules, when you are playing at home, try as much as possible to score and win your game, and take the game to your opponent and put them under the pressure. But when you are losing at home, it is very difficult, if it is not impossible, for you to uptake and win the match away from home. Frankfurt, I don't know, it's a game of football, but it's a lot.
It's a big task for West Ham to turn things around. Despite that goal scored by Antonio, it was not enough for them. They still lost that game against Eintracht Frankfurt. Well, that's how it ended in favor of the German team. We'll have to go now. It's been a wonderful time with Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
It's my pleasure being here, Adeni. Thank you.
And I am Adeni Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.